Hi, YouTube, family and friends. It's been a while. I did a few shorts this morning, but I haven't got to take a shower yet because I'm living on a little bit of fear here that if I put too much water in my holding tanks before it goes into the sewer, then it's going to freeze again. So I'm being cautious. Fearful's not the word. I'm being cautious. And I think that's one of the things to living a simple life is be cautious until you know how it's going to go. Like, for instance, my holding tanks are not insulated. Uh, if I'm going to live for the rest of my life in a camper, which that's not going to happen, then and or I have to take the holding tanks off and let everything flow right on into the sewer system, or I've got to insulate them, especially if I'm going to be here in the cold. Uh, Now, that's one year they froze. One holding tank that froze. It was the pipe itself that goes into the sewer. Well, this year they froze. The gray tank froze anyway, and that had to be unthawed. And my bathtub was full of water. So uh, anyway, so I'm being cautious and trying not to be so full of vanity because I want to look nice on here. I want to feel nice. I don't feel my body does not feel clean. Believe me, and I've got clean clothes on, but I don't have a clean body, so I don't feel very clean. My face ain't clean. Now, that that in itself is me trying not to complicate my life while I'm changing up, while I'm uh, creating a new life for myself at 81 and healing, working on healing my body, this avatar that I'm living in and walking around in, which we were told to take care of this temple that God resides in, so that God can reside around in the world and go around and love people through me. So with all the changes that's going on in the world and all the changes that I went through in my life, I'm at a pivotal point now where I have got to decide how I want to live my life. And I've got to do that with as less complications I can, keeping it simple while I'm adjusting, while I'm evolving into the lifestyle I really would like to have. And I think that can be said with everybody that has to start over, has tried to reinvent their life in a whole new aspect. And it's not to complicate your life any more than just what you. Unless, of course, you have children and you're trying to reinvent your life after a divorce or after um, a death in the family and stuff like that, and you're trying to readjust. I think the less complications that we allow into our life is going to be more beneficial to us than going out and grabbing up a new relationship, or oh, I need somebody alongside of me to help me do this. Um, you don't want to put other people's situations into a already half broken life that you're trying to transition into uh, the kind of life that you want without a bunch of struggles and happen to adjust to somebody else in your life. I mean, you're trying to adjust to a new life for you and possibly your children. The less complicated it can be, the better. I'm having tea, by the way. I want to call this tea talk. And so, because especially in this day and age, with all the havoc that's going on, and us trying to stay out of it as much as possible, because first of all, there's a lot of things in this life we don't like. A lot that's going on that we don't like. But here we are trying to adjust to a new life so we can live, and we don't need any of that distraction. We don't need for somebody coming along to tell us, well, I think you need to be over there protesting. Well, protesting don't solve nothing anyway. Uh, Speaking good is what solves things. Speaking good life, speaking life, and not hate, and don't spew hate. Speak only good. And so here I am trying to live my life, changing it to a different atmosphere, a different environment for me, and that may that may include excuse me moving to a different area, a different environment, weather-wise, and so forth and so forth, and that could go for many of you out there. Um, okay, say for instance, you were raised in the country, and country's all you know, and all your children, that's all they know is country, where you're free and wild, and you can run around and make noise and have as many animals as you want, that kind of thing, you know. A coal stove, a wood stove, uh, a pump that you pump your water. Yeah, that all what country folk do. But then all of a sudden you find yourself in a predicament because of all the laws and regulations that are going on. And maybe now you're a single mom, and or like with me, I have to get a job. Right now I'm on Social Security. It's doing what I need it to do for where I'm living right now, but things are getting rougher and rougher. Like the propane's getting more expensive and more expensive. For them to get up here when I need it don't always happen because I'm out in the country. It's hard to get up in here when it's muddy and when it's too much snow, that kind of thing, too slippery. And so the drivers have to be careful with how that weight is being distributed. So, okay, I'm 81, but I'm not disabled. I'm not handicapped. I've got a little bit of inability because of my legs. I mean, I can't run like I used to right now. In a lot of pain because of my knees and not getting the kind of exercise that is feasible for the knees right now. And so more than likely I'm going to have to change my environment. Well, but those of you that are used to being out in the country and you've raised your kids out there enough so that all of a sudden now I have to get a job in a city, and it'd be easier for me to move to the city, and the rent is so outrageously high, so I've got to get a job that's going to help pay that rent. So maybe I'm going to have to go into a Section 8 where I get help, and I'm in an apartment. And the children are not used to being in an apartment. They're used to making all the noise that they'd like to make and all that kind of good stuff, have the animals that they want. And now all of a sudden you have to adjust. God, that's hard. That is so hard. And trying to keep the children quiet is going to get on your last nerve. It's hard for me to live in an apartment because I like my music loud. Well, actually, I have to have my music loud now because I've messed up my ears a little bit by listening to headphones and loud music. So here we are. We have to adjust. And the simpler we can keep it, the better. And with them changing the rules on SNAP benefits and the Social Security and SSI and all of that, and the rent prices are ridiculous. We have to watch how we're speaking to ourselves, for one thing. That's the number uno. And we have to find a good spot in all of this. You've heard the saying, if you can't say anything nice, don't say anything at all. And a lot of people will say, well, that means about other people. No, it means just what it says. If you can't say something nice, okay, let's start speaking about, okay, I got to move into an apartment with 5 kids. And they're used to running around all over the place and making the noise that they want to make and stuff. Well, first of all, you got to start thanking and being grateful, being thankful and happy that you have a roof over your head, that somehow, some way you've managed to be able to pay all the rent and the electric and stuff like that, but you're up against this struggle of keeping your children composed. And so you've got to start speaking that I've got this under control. Only good is coming to me and my children. We are figuring it out, how to be quiet, how to adjust to this environment. Now, with me and the cold and stuff, I've complained a lot here. I really have. Although at the same time, I would feel the gratefulness that I had heat and things like that. But not really on a continuous basis speaking and being thankful that I have what I have, while adjusting to living in a camper and living in the wintertime. And so keeping it simple. With me, I've had a chance to have a relationship and possibly move with them. But then again, I'm changing my environment to their environment, and it's not exactly what I had in mind for me. And you have to keep it simple. So if you're trying to adjust from a 30-year-old to an 81-year-old lifestyle, but still have the abilities of a 30-year-old, it takes concentration. It takes um, determination for you to figure out even what it is that uh, I can do, what I'm wanting to do, what I'm willing to do. And so any extra complication is going to distract me or you with 5 children from changing your environment, from changing your lifestyle. So the thing of it is, keep it simple. Live as simply as you can. And that's what I'm doing, working on living things as simply as I can with my food, uh, working on, okay, I haven't got to take a shower. So get rid of the wanting to look beautiful and nice and everything to do the videos. Just keep it simple. Y'all out there know what I look like. Y'all know that I've been taking 5-year-old pictures of myself and letting AI do some videos for me so that I can stay active on YouTube and make a little bit of, which is very little, like cents on the dollar, to make a little bit of extra money to help me through this transition. And so the whole big schmeal of all of this is keep things simple and speak good into your life. Don't speak negativity. Don't speak how sick and ill and everything you are to yourself, let alone anybody else. Well, yeah, now if you fall or something like that and you call, so I need help getting up. Well, that's not on a continuous basis that you're sitting and telling somebody how ill you are. Now the doctor, that's a different story. Don't sit and complain that you've only got potato seeds. I love potatoes actually, and there's many different ways to fix them. So with me, I am so thankful that I have electricity that I can cook with. If I want to, I've got propane 3-burner stove I can use to cook on, but I've been conservative and trying to save my propane for heat. And so words play a big part in how you're feeling and how you're transitioning from one environment to another environment to a new lifestyle. Words are very important. And to bring other people into your life that will cause you to distract you from what you need to do for you is not a good thing. And so, mommies with little kids, use your words for you and your children, and us older folks that could very well use the extra help from somebody else. Use your words to make it happen for you without somebody else's coming into your life. So keep it simple, folks. Keep it as simple as you can. And be thankful. Have a routine every day, every morning when you get up. And if you have to sit down and think about all the things you're thankful for, well, right off the bat, if you, like me, being a little bit vanity with wanting to look nice for my videos, oh, I'm so thankful I have hair. But I do have wigs, so I could probably put a wig on and if I couldn't do anything at all with my hair. But again, I want to keep it simple. I don't want to wear my body out using the energy I don't need to use, because I need that energy to get through the pain that walking causes my legs, and do the important things like cooking for myself, trying to get to the store to get my groceries and things like that. So start a routine when you get up in the mornings, or if you like to lay there before getting up, just resting. Start speaking all the things that you're thankful for. I am so, I'll tell you, I don't have the most expensive bed, but I got a good comfortable bed mattress. And a lot of times when I crawl in it, especially when I'm so tired, and I crawl in it and I curl up under my nice big fluffy blanket. Oh, this feels so good. I am so thankful for my bed. And so start a routine before you even get up out of the bed about how thankful you are that you have a bed to sleep in, how thankful you are that your 5 children have a place to sleep, a nice comfortable place to sleep. Thankful that you can see and speak and hear. Those are things that we take for granted every day. Every day. Be thankful that you got, if all you got is bottled water, be thankful for that as far as water goes. Everything that we have, be thankful. Now, not necessarily to whatever and whoever out there, but just in general, have that thankful feeling. Because that thankful feeling puts out that frequency, like a radio station, the frequencies that come on. Each station has their own frequency. Well, your feelings, each one of your feelings has its own frequency. So if you're feeling so thankful that you have your needs taken care of, and some of your wants taken care of, that your heart, your body will, all the cells and all the nerve endings and everything will send out these frequencies out into the universe, which is full of frequencies that will bring in more for you to be thankful and feeling good about life and yourself into your life. Feelings of hate and disgust, feelings of woe is me, and I'm not worthy of this, and I'm not worthy of that, and I'm this and I'm that, I'm no good kind of deal. I'm never going to make it. Those kind of will bring low frequencies, and we'll go out there and draw in different bad vibrations. Will bring in more, and that's what God said. I would that you choose life, and life is feeling good. So, anyway, that's my video for today, folks. Remember, a merry heart is good like medicine. So, somehow, some way, find something in your life that you can sit and laugh about. Whatever it is. I mean, if you believe there's a devil out there, sit and laugh at him, because he's not going to destroy you. As long as you're speaking good, what God put in this earth, good. He put you in there. You're good. Let God work through you by speaking good things. And just laugh at him. Laugh at the devil. I laugh at the big powers out there that are trying to keep us in peasant mode. And no, you're not going to do it. You're not going to do it. So, and as you believe in your heart, that's Proverbs 23:7. As you believe in your heart, that's what you'll be. If you believe you're wealthy, no matter whether you have money or not, wealth don't mean just money. If you got good health, you're wealthy. If you got a roof over your head, you're wealthy, because there's many people out there that don't have a roof over their head. And remember this also. If you believe you can, or if you believe you can't, you're right. This thought came to me earlier, and a lot of people will say, well, I'll believe it when I see it. Well, actually, we can see it before it actually manifests in real life. Our imagination. If we can get our imagination to see what it is that we want right here, and really see it. Go inward and see it and imagine it. Remember, like when you daydreamed? You'd be sitting in school and you'd wake up like that because you really could see what it is you were daydreaming about. That's when you'll see it, because you'll see it in here first. All right, everybody. Love y'all. Hugs and kisses. Talk to you later. Remember, you can. You can. If you speak it. Love y'all. Talk to you later.